Hey family, it's been a minute since I've done a video. Um, I've had a lot of reflection over the time, but especially since my birthday, I have reflected a lot. I've reflected a lot about how I limit myself based on what other people might think or how they may perceive me. I've reflected a lot on how I show up for people and how I want people to show up for me or how I expect that they would show up for me, and just how often people fall short. In that reflection, I see how I'm limiting myself based on my expectations. I'm limiting myself because you don't show up. So therefore, I alter who I'm being in that moment because I don't want to ask. I don't want to. I feel like I'm not allowed to be upset. People whom I feel that I'm very close to, people who I consider very close friends, don't show up for me the way I show up for them. And then I resent them for that. But you see, that was who I was. And I'm not saying I'll never do that again. But one thing that I've learned in the last 50 years is that the one person who is always there is you. The only person in this world who owes me anything is me. And I owe me self-love. I owe me to enjoy my life and have my experiences and, be the best me that I can. I owe that to me. It's not something that is negotiable. Everybody else has the luxury of negotiating how they show up for me. I don't. I have to show up for me. And if I'm not showing up for me and filling my cup, then how do I expect anybody else to be doing that? So starting today, October 2nd, 2025, 1 week to the date after my 50th birthday, I choose to stand in my power and show up for me. I apologize in advance because that's who I am, to anybody who feels that I'm no longer showing up for you. But I implore you to look within yourself and see which role that you play in your life and how you show up for yourself. Because if you can't show up for yourself, then you don't have the capacity to show up for others. Just saying. One love.